Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're BrewsandReviews.
Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're BrewsandReviews.
Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're BrewsandReviews.
Today's video, we are going to do our June wrap-up. So we're going to tell you all of the stories that we've read throughout June, and whether we've liked them or not, or, you know, whether they're worth a read.
Yeah. So the first two books that I read this month were Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare and Clockwork Prince, also by Cassandra Clare.
Finally!
These are the first two books in the Infernal Devices trilogy, and I've got to say I quite liked them. I sped through them quite quickly. They are very different from the Mortal Instruments series so far. I have many opinions on this series, let's just say, and we're going to be putting that together in a video talking about the entire trilogy at a later date. So if you want to know our thoughts on these books, then please check them out when that video goes live.
So the first story I read this month was Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Dark Artifices, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, I think it's obvious that I love Cassandra Clare's books anyway, but this doesn't fail me there. It's fantastic. All of the characters are just so well written. The storyline is great. Just a really, really, really good read.
The third book that I read this month was Playpit by Mark Alexander. Wow, what a pile of garbage! I read this in an ebook form. I think I got it for free. I hope I got it for free because it was awful. I'm not going to go in too much into my thoughts on this because, as you will see soon, I have done a review on this detailing my thoughts on the matter.
It's one not to miss, guys. It's one not to miss.
I mean, it's pretty much just a rant video, but if you like those, then check this out, because and don't check this book out. Don't check this book out. It's truly, truly terrible. Perhaps one of the worst books I've ever read.
The next story that I read in June was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I really liked it. It was okay. Well, I really liked it. It was okay. That's a bit contradicting, isn't it? I don't mean to be contradicting. No, I did like it. We have actually done a review on this, like that goes into a little bit more depth on how we've both felt about it, because you've read it too, haven't you?
Yeah, we'll link that down below.
Yeah, but overall it was a good read, and I think I just can't wait to get into the next ones. I think from this one, I think it'll make me like this one more.
Yeah. So, yeah. The fourth book that I read this month was Kill Switch by Steve N. Lee. I also picked this one up on BookBub. I think I probably paid about 99p for it. It's another ebook. This book is basically like Taken, but with like a crazier protagonist who is a bit of a serial killer. I mean, I kind of know Liam Neeson's character is a bit of a serial killer, but no, this person actually, it's described as a vigilante serial killer series. So I thought, yeah, it might be alright, you know, let's see what's going on, and it's had the most disappointing ending ever. It was written not very well, to be honest with you, but it was kind of like a action movie. You sit there, you strap yourself in, you know you're going to get something that is action-packed, but not the best. It's not exactly going to thrill your mind. But the ending was truly terrible, and that is why it got a bad review from me.
The third book I read this month, and yes, I did read a considerably less amount of books than Katty.
I think I was on a bit of a roll this month. I don't.
So the third one that I read was Iron Warrior by Julie Kagawa. This is the finale in the Iron Face series, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great way to end it. Don't get me wrong, there were actually things that I think now that were left uncovered, like they left things, like questions that needed to be answered, but you can look past it. It was really good. I enjoyed it, so it was a good read, and you know, the whole series just progressively got better and better and better.
The fifth book that I read this month was Mockingjay. So I'm sure pretty much everyone out there knows what happens in Mockingjay, or has either seen the film or read the books. I know a lot of people hate this book. I had it on an audiobook, and recently my new job has basically lets me listen to audiobooks pretty much all the time. And I've re-listened to it, and I don't hate it. I know a lot of people do hate it. I mean, it's not what you kind of want it to be. It's not as good as the previous two books, but no. I don't hate it. I think we are part of the few in the population that don't seem to hate this. And there definitely are things wrong with it and things that could have been better, but you know, it's a pretty good book. I'm sticking with it. It's my unpopular opinion of June.
So the fourth and final book, unfortunately for me, in June was Everything by Nicola Yoon. I thought this was such a cute book. Like, it's a contemporary book and it's not that long, but it's so gripping, to be fair. I really wanted to keep reading. I think the layout makes it quite quirky and enjoyable. It's quite humorous as well throughout, and the storyline as well, I think it is interesting. Like, I like where it went, and the ending was really cute as well. Overall, it was a nice read. It was a nice change of book as well for me, I think.
It's very different from what you usually read, I think.
Exactly. And I quite like that. It was just, I felt very relaxed reading it, do you know what I mean? Which was quite nice. But yeah, it was a really good book, and we are actually going to do a review on that, which will be up soon. So if you want to hear a more detailed review on that, then check that video out.
The sixth book that I read this month was a book called Sinful Cinderella. This is yet again one of my BookBub buys. You say buy, but this was definitely free, and you could tell. It's kind of like some sort of bad retelling of Cinderella. It's not written very well. It goes on the basis that Cinderella is not a nice person. She basically calls herself out as being a bit of a bitch in like the first couple of pages. And she's not very nice. She's constantly doing a bad thing. And there was a nice twist in it. There was also another obvious twist in it that brings in another fairy tale that a lot of people definitely know. But yeah, it was an okay read. It kept my attention and I read it really quickly. So the seventh and final book that I read this month was Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I read this book because Mike over at Books and Looks has been recommending it in a lot of their videos. I love this book. It was so good. I cannot wait to get the next one. I listened to this on audiobook format on Audible, and the narrator was so good. He really enjoyed how it had like Roman tie-ins with the system and all the names and that sort of thing. The caste system was quite interesting, and I really liked that there was this dystopian book that was set on Mars, and it had a male protagonist. I don't think there are enough dystopian books with male protagonists. If there are, I haven't read them. I read a lot of teenage girls.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
And Darrow as a character is just... he's really cute. Like, at the beginning, my little heart broke when something happened. If you've read this book, you'll know what happened.
She's not allowed to say because I'm hoping to read it soon because it sounds amazing.
You will be, because I'll be ordering this
exactly.
in physical book format, because I know I'm going to want to read this one again. This book actually made me uncomfortable in places. Like, I was sat there at my keyboard at work, like, just typing away, and then there were some things that happened and I was like, oh, that's uncomfortable, like when the phone rings when you're filming a video.
Awkward.
I love that it did make me uncomfortable, because not a lot of books can do that, and I just think it went to places that I wasn't expecting it to go, and that was really great, and I genuinely cannot wait to read the next book. I marked this as 5 out of 5 stars.
And trust me, when she marks 5 out of 5, it's got to be good, because she's
I
very
don't do it
tight with
often.
the stars.
I really am. I'm like, 1 star, rubbish! This was great. This is a book that everyone should read. If you've not read it, pick it up, because you will not be disappointed.
I know, I plan to. So that is it for our June wrap up.
Yeah.
I think you did very good reading the 7 books. I mean,
I think
you're
some of
closer
them
to
were
your
kinda
reading
small.
challenge than me.
So we actually quite enjoyed a lot of books this month.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy some of the ones that I read, so
But
maybe...
I enjoyed all the ones I did.
Yeah, maybe in like a ratio of enjoyment, you probably had a better month than I did.
Yeah, I feel like I probably did.
But I ended the month on a high with Red Rising, so that's a winner. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you've read any of the books that we read.
And your thoughts on them.
Yeah. See you next time.
See you later.
Bye.